Hello guys, how are you? You are again welcome to the channel Technical Acharya. As our lecture, that is Entrance Crack series, is going on. In the first part we were saw that what is Ayurveda, its introduction, Ayurvedic approach to health, basics of Ayurveda, Tridosh, 8 branches of Ayurveda, etc. Today we will discuss about the Vata, Pitta and Kapha. So without wasting time, let's move forward. First of all, we will discuss about Vata, that is propulsive principle or force causing movement. The word Vata is derived from Va Gati Gandhanyo, where Gati means movement and Gandha means to be taken in the sense of nerve impulse. Gati means movement and Gandha means nerve impulse, or we can say Utsaha, both physical as well as mental. Vata is the strongest and most important dosha among the 3 dosha, as it doesn't have any fixed site, only can be interpreted by its function. Is Vata doesn't have any fixed site, it is present all over the body and it can be interpreted only by its function. Vata is the factor that always moves in the body and does initiation and transmission of the nerve impulse. Is Vata does initiation and transmission of the nerve impulse, that is psychosomatic force, thus nervous and endocrine control of the body. Is Vata control different types of nervous and endocrine, that is hormonal control of the body. If Vata is vitiated or if the disturbance occurred at Vata, then 80 types of diseases occurred. It is most BBI MCQ. If we talk about the properties of Vata, the properties of Vata are Agandha, that is no smell, Rashin, tasteless, Ruksha, that is dry, Laghu, light, Sit means cold, Sukshma means very fine or very small or fine, Chal means movable, Visad means clear, Khar means dry. Okay, these are the properties of Vata. If we talk about types of Vata, there are 5 types of Vata. They are Udan Vayu, Pran Vayu, Byan Vayu, Apan Vayu and Saman Vayu. Here is a trick you can read, that is Upravas, U for Udan Vayu, P for Pran Vayu, V for Byan Vayu, A for Apan Vayu and S for Saman Vayu. Here the 5 types of Vata with their site and normal function are given. First of all, we will discuss about Pran Vayu, that is cerebrospinal system. Their seat is Hridaya and brain. Okay, and the normal function is intellectual, buddhi, respiration, swallowing, deglutition, sneezing and saliva. Okay, if we talk about Udan Vayu, that is respiratory. Its seat is or site is Urus, that is chest region, Kantha, larynx, umbilicus, that is Nabhi, throat, Kantha. Its normal function is production of speech, phonation, increasing stamina, color and memory. Similarly, if we talk about Saman Vayu, then that is called digestive autonomics and their site is alimentary canal near Jatharagni. Its normal functioning is food reception, digestion, short digested, undigested and excretory parts of the ingested food. Okay, if we talk about Byan Vayu, that is circulation, then its site is heart throughout the body, Sarvasari, and its normal functioning is blood circulation movement of extremities and eyelids etc. Means blood circulation throughout the body. And lastly, if we talk about Apan Vayu, that is called pelvic autonomics. Its site is pelvic and sacral, that is Pakwase, Basti means urinary bladder, penis, vagina and thigh. Its main function is menstruation cycle, elimination of mala, mutra, sukra, that is semen and ovulation. Now let's move forward. Vata is responsible for movement, that is Gati, transportation of Dosh Dhatu and Malla, communication and neurological activities, that is governed by Shrotas, which we will discuss later. If we talk about Pitta, that is thermogenetic principle. The word Pitta is derived from Tap Santape, which means the factor for the generation of heat in the body and for Dahan Karma, thermogenetic principle of the body. As Pitta is responsible for the generation of heat in the body and for digestion karma. Pitta is also responsible for the transformation of food in the body and for metabolic process, that is catabolic and anabolic process, and everywhere where heat is generated, that is correlated with enzymes and hormone. Amasa is the main seat of Pitta. It is one of the most VVI MCQ. Pith also represent the universal energy at various level in our body, and pith governs all the forms of biochemical energy. The number of diseases caused by pitta defect is 40. In bath, we were discussed that the number of diseases occurred due to disturbance of bath is 80. Okay, if we talk about the properties of pitta, the properties of pitta are pitta, that is yellow. Visra means foul smell. Amla, that is sour. Usna, that is hot. Tikshna means penetrating. Laghu means light. Sara means spreads quickly. Drava means liquid. And if we talk about the types of pitta, there are 5 types of pitta. That is Pachak pitta, Alochak pitta, Ranjak pitta, Sadhak pitta and Parajak pitta. Here is a mnemonics given to remember the types of pitta. That is Prasav. P for Pachak pitta, R for Ranjak pitta, A for Alochak pitta, S for Sadhak pitta and B for Brajak pitta. You can read it. Pitta is responsible for digestion, metabolism, transformation, hormonal and enzymatic action, which is governed by Agni. Here in the tables there is given types of pitta, its location and normal function. First of all, we will discuss about Pachak pitta, that is salivary juice, hydrochloric acid, bile pancreatic juice. Its location is between Amasya and Pakwasya, that is Grahani, called duodenum. Its normal function is digestion of food, separation of dosa and mala, facilitates the absorption and secretion of pancreas, small intestine, stomach and liver. Secondly, Ranjak pitta. It is correlated with hemoglobin. It is located in Amasya, mainly Yकृत, that is liver, and Pliha, spleen. Its normal function is to impart the red color to rus and convert it into blood. Thirdly, Sadhak pitta, that is adrenaline. Its location is in heart and brain. Its normal function is to the mental faculties like achieving one's aspiration, achieving the purushartha, that is dharma, artha, kama and moksha, clearing the tamogun. Then we will discuss Alochak pitta, that is correlated with rhodopsin and iodopsin. It is located between chachu, that is eye, and retina, and its normal function is to keep up normal vision. Lastly, we will discuss about Brajak pitta, that is correlated with melanin. Okay, it is present in skin, and its normal function is imparting the color to the skin and absorption of medication like oil and powders. Now we will discuss about Kapha dosha, that is also called Selesma or cohesive principle. Kapha normal constitute which contributes the mass of the body. Yes, as Kapha is made from Jal and Prithvi Mahabhut, so it contributes the mass of the body. Kapha forms the structure and functional integrity of the body. Yes, the number of diseases caused by Kapha defect is 20. It is one of the most VVI MCQ. Kapha is situated in thoracic cavity, head, neck, joints, upper part of the stomach, adipose tissue. The region of thorax is the main seat of Kapha, that is Urha Pradesh. If we talk about the properties of Kapha, the properties of Kapha are Swet, that is white, Agandha, that is no smell, Swadu, sweet, Snigdha, unctuous, Pichila, sticky, Guru, heavy, Sit means cold, Manda means slow. Okay, Slakshana means slimy, Sthir means stable. Okay, you can read it. If we talk about the types of Kapha, there are 5 types of Kapha like Pitta and Vata. That is Avalamba Kapha, Slesma Kapha, Tarpa Kapha, Bodha Kapha and Kleda Kapha. Here is a mnemonics, that is Avas Leslai Boka. You can read it. Here in the table given the types of Kapha, their location and their normal function. Firstly, if we talk about Kleda Kapha, that is gastric mucin, its location is in stomach and it moistens the food and break it off. It is also responsible for the gastric lubrication. If we talk about Avalamba Kapha, that is pleural and pericardial fluid, its location is in Urus, that is chest region, heart and lungs. It nourishes the heart and protects parts from excessive heat. Similarly, if we talk about Bodha Kapha, that is taste bud and saliva, its location is in root of the tongue, throat. It is most VVI MCQ and it helps in the perception of taste by stimulating the taste bud. And if we talk about Tarpa kapha, that is CSF, cerebrospinal fluid, endolymph, perilymph, aqueous and vitreous humor. It is present in sera, that is head, and it is responsible for the pleasure and nourishment of indriya sense organ, CSF lubrication. Finally, if we talk about Schlesma cough, that is synovial fluid, its location is in joint sandhi, and it helps in holding, lubrication and integrating of the parts of the joint together. Now, if we talk about responsible of cough is responsible for structure, cohesion, binding, lubrication, immune activities, which is governed by dhatu. Okay, for today this much. We will read remaining in next video. If you found this video helpful, please like, comment and subscribe my YouTube channel, and please don't forget to share this video. Okay.